Hi there guys, this is Obsidian Chill. Got another video for today, and this is coming from the test server, a part of episode 45, Shock to the System. The official release date has not been set yet. I know that always comes up as a question, but I'll let you know when we know that information. This is the new duo, Abandoned Subway. This is the normal version. Presently on test server, we don't have any access or any idea of the elite content yet. That's not been published for anything. In terms of this duo, the minimum CR is going to be CR 385 to be able to enter it. And the initial impressions is the duo is actually so far my favorite piece of content. I know that technically the alert's not really complete yet. If you've seen footage on other people's channels or like streams, the alert is nowhere near close to being done. The raid is maybe like 45 or 55% done. There's mechanics missing everywhere. So in this instance, we're fighting Turtle Dove. Don't ask me who Turtle Dove is. I'm sure someone can fill me in the comment section. I'm assuming it has something to do. I'm sure it's related to static, just because the Fearsome 5 that we fought in the Open World Bounty video, which was my previous one, that those enemies don't have anything to do with static. They're from Teen Titans. So I'm sure this Turtle Dove and some of the other bosses that we'll get to in this duo are from the actual static universe. That would make sense at least. And for normal content, Turtle Dove is at least mechanically challenging, so that's the nice aspect of it. So there's a few different things. She'll charge you, and then you basically just have to block it. She'll basically stun you, and have that that odd color pool underneath you. And then another way is she'll fly up into the air, and then she'll drop her feathers, so that if you're in melee range around those feathers at all, you're taking massive damage. So the nice thing is that it's not difficult, because you saw the health pool. We killed him really quickly. Myself, I'm a bit geared in the DLC. I'm just wearing blue gear, and then Agent Triples just have the base gear. It's 396 was highest CR from previous episode, and he's 390. So the health pools obviously are perfectly fine in normal. But the nice thing about it is there's enough mechanics in this duo that when they tune it to elite, it should be somewhat interesting. I'm actually personally hoping for an Elite Plus duo. I don't know if they're going to do that, but it would be nice to have an Elite Plus duo just as a precedent. It's really hard to have an Elite Plus solo, because then you're have to change your entire build to survivability and stuff like that. But with the duo, you could definitely have Elite Plus, because you can do different combinations: DPS tank, whatever, DPS healer, troll tank. There's all those possibilities. So next boss is Ebomb, which is basically a reskin of Clayface. But I don't know anything about Ebomb either, so I know plenty of people can fill me in the comment section. Same thing, so Ebomb is basically an atomic player with his mechanics. So he'll do an acid spray, he has atomic combos, he's got reflect. They added a banner in reflect. I think it's not the skull attack, but you'll see a warning banner on the screen saying that his reflect is coming up. So there's that. Those acid pools that spawn below you, they'll put a ticking dot on you, so you don't attack Ebomb while he's shielded. It takes about 2 hits and you're dead. So like I said, it's fine, because obviously the health pools are nowhere near an issue. But it should be presently a surprise in Elite when they tune it up, and especially in Elite Plus if they do that. So the ads themselves, not these shadow minions, but the other meta humans you saw before earlier in the duo, they're a bit interesting as well. I don't know if they're attacks or reskins or not, but one basically is an ice elemental, one's an earth elemental, and one's a fire. So you see them, they'll actually CC and stun you. They'll throw the fireball, ice ball, and earth boulders at you, which is interesting. So the final boss here we get for Ebomb, which is basically the namesake of this episode. We also have he's tied into the new artifact, Ebomb Shadow, which I'll bring to you testing as well when it's actually officially working. But same thing, he's not a reskin of Trigon, but since he shadow powers, a lot of his abilities tie into Trigon from QE. You've got the shadow orbitals. There's another shadow pool that actually CCs you, you see these tentacles grab out. It didn't affect me, but I think Agent got caught in them. But yeah, right here. So you see him, you have to break out, and you get the skill button test, or you have to press buttons to get out. So it is actually a really interesting duo. It's I don't know if that's a good thing that it's the most fleshed out content that we have for this episode so far on test server, but I'm really liking this duo. And I mean, at the same time, it's not like an overly long duo. I mean, normal was like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Elite will probably be closer to 10 minutes. So it's not like an ungodly long duo. There's just simple ads in the hallways, but the ads are a bit interesting. And then the bosses have some mechanics themselves, kind of that layered effect. So if this anything is an indicative nature of the rest of the episode, then we should be seeing a good alert and good raid. Right now, personally, I'm more concerned about the alert. We have Kutoxic doing the raid, so he's the same one that's done all the good raids that we've had in the past number of years. So I'm not too worried about that aspect. But take care, guys. We'll see you in the next video, and it should be the ally, the static.